Hi. Um, I just thought about the vlogs, and I think the vlogs are not fully representing my true character because, for one main reason, always when I have so I use the vlogs mostly, I would say like 80 to 90% to update you guys about like stuff I do, mostly work related, right? Or like if I'm moving, or if I'm going a place, or if I'm thinking about a deeper thing. But it's not really usually when I have like random weird stuff, like whether it's something funny that happened, or whether like, me singing or dancing to a random song because I'm in the mood of that, or when I'm just like hanging out with like cats or whatever. I usually always default to going to Instagram and posting an Instagram story because that's more, entertainment value. And so I'm always thinking I gotta put the entertainment stuff on my Instagram, and then all the like long form, let me just like talk into the camera. Like this, I can't post on my Instagram, right? Like I could, obviously, but it's like it's long, it's like it works better for the vlog. But if I'm always doing that and I'm like only, doing these things here where I'm like thinking about stuff or working or whatever the fuck, and all the fun stuff goes on my Instagram, then number one, obviously the vlogs doesn't really show my true character and what I actually do throughout the day, because it's not just working and thinking about work. It's also being goofy and dancing, or like, I don't know, singing or whatever it is. And that's a problem for two reasons. Number one, I think it would be easier to grow the vlogs if the fun stuff is at least included. Like, I don't want to become complacent to that fact that these vlogs again start to become pure entertainment pieces where I'm like, oh shit, this has to be funny and entertainment and like whatever. I don't want to get in that place, but I think adding some of that stuff would at least help to, make it for you guys, to make it more better to consume, more fun to consume. And then also, obviously, if I'm doing the documenting thing and then 5 years later, I'm going to look back at these vlogs and my Instagram is just like buried and the stories are obviously expired, then someone might think, or even I might think, if I look back on this, I'm like, well, this dude never had fun. This dude never allowed himself to like do something weird or whatever. I don't know. And obviously that's not a true picture of what I do. And I always think about it that, probably like 97% of you guys or whatever also follow me on Instagram. So you guys know, right? Like, that I'm doing other stuff because you're also seeing my stuff on Instagram. But obviously, like, I want to build this out to be something where like people find me on YouTube and they don't know me on Instagram, and they don't have to follow me on Instagram if they don't want to. And like, I can look back at this and you don't have to look at my Instagram to get the real picture of who I am. And now again, I started to ramble, but you get the idea. And so the best fix would be, I think, if my default starts to become more and more my vlog, that whatever happens, something random, something funny, something deep, something work related, updates, me singing, me dancing, whatever the fuck it is, first goes on my vlog, and then I either repurpose, where I then make an edit or whatever out of that, or I then realize, oh, okay, what I just filmed for my vlog also works for my Instagram, and then I kind of make an Instagram version out of the same thing. While I'm saying that, I'm also like, that will either mean that's additional work to create like the micro content and like, make 1 minute meme videos out of the highlights of a good vlog or whatever, like the fun stuff that happens, which I'm not sure yet if I want to commit to that. And then the other part of me is just like, I think, it's like, oh, well, I only have 1,300 subscribers on my YouTube, and I only have 40, 50 views on my views, while on Instagram I have 28,000 followers and I get hundreds and thousands of views on my videos. So it's like the ego thing where I'm like, if I have something that I really like and that I really think is funny, like, I want people to see it, like, right? So It's like, why would I then want to put it on my YouTube where like 50 people see it if I can put it in a place where thousands of people can see it? Problems! But yeah, I think the solution will eventually be step up the YouTube game, step up the editing, include more on the YouTube, vlogs, streamline it more, and then create micro content from the YouTube for my Instagram. And then random shit that doesn't work for YouTube, that's gonna be a story or whatever. Or both, like I can just do half-half. Like let's say I have a funny idea, like half of the time I go to Instagram, and the other half of the time I go to my YouTube. That doesn't have to be a default where it's like every time I'm doing something funny, or at least I think it's funny, it goes on YouTube or it goes on Instagram. That's probably the best solution, huh? That there is no default and it's just 50-50. I should do that more. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that more whenever I have random ideas that are not just like long fucking rambles like that. I'm gonna put it on here. Okay?
Hard to wake up when there's no alarm to wake you up. Sitting, breathing, doing all the things I hate.